3 months after JFK was assassinated, a key piece of evidence went missing. Some claim his brother was responsible, and the reason why is the biggest bombshell of all. John F. Kennedy remains one of America's most popular presidents, but arguably the biggest part of his legacy was the day he died. After he was assassinated while driving through crowds of excited spectators, the US government scrambled to pick up the pieces, devolving into chaos within a matter of a few days. As a result, the incident continues to raise questions and theories, including who was really behind it. In 1963, a tense rift emerged within the Texas Democratic Party, and JFK believed a visit from him might help alleviate the situation. Seeing as this was the President of the United States coming to visit, Texas Governor John Connally pulled out all the stops and planned the route for the motorcade with extreme care. Ready to meet the awaiting public, JFK awoke early on the morning of November 22nd and boarded a convertible limousine with his wife Jackie, Governor Connally, his wife, and agents Bill Greer and Roy Kellerman. Everything was going according to plan, until disaster struck. As JFK and his motorcade passed through the streets of Dallas, he smiled and waved at the adoring crowds. His route was especially intended to make him as visible as possible, but this was a double-edged sword. Driving by the Texas School Book Depository, the cheers and applause were suddenly drowned out by the sound of gunshots. Despite the exact number of shots being the subject of considerable debate, one thing was certain: someone had shot the president. As was later discovered, at least one round had gone through his throat, while another struck his head. But that wasn't all. Governor Connally also sustained an injury, as one of the shots went through his shoulder and wrist before landing in his thigh. As soon as the shots rang out, mayhem erupted, with most people running for any cover they could find. But not everyone. While there were many vantage points the attack could have come from, the most obvious was the infamous grassy knoll nearby. Given the spectacle, there were more than a few people ready to film or photograph JFK's motorcade, but one recording remains the clearest and most cohesive.
My name is Abraham Zapruder.
Known as the Zapruder film, this 26-second piece of footage captured the entire incident, recorded by spectator Abraham Zapruder on an 8mm camera. By noon, everyone was on high alert looking for the shooter, and reports were already coming in. One witness claimed he'd seen a person of colour aiming a weapon from the depository's second story. Wasting no time, law enforcement took his word and closed the building off. At the same time, authorities rushed the president to the hospital in the hopes of saving him, but the outlook wasn't great. Speeding to the hospital, attendants discovered that JFK was miraculously still breathing. However, with one look at the president, Dr. George Berkeley knew he wouldn't make it. All while JFK's doctors were trying in vain to keep him alive, the authorities were busy trying to catch the assassin before it was too late. They received another claim that the killer had been taking aim from the depository building, this time from a spectator named Howard Brennan. This time, however, he told them it was a white man wearing khaki clothes.